Okie dokie, hey folks. Yeah, I'm just gonna try out this 0.96 release candidate core we've got here that Ludon announced on the announcements channel. And I'm probably gonna stumble with this one, but at least you can watch me stumble. Where is the announcement? Oh, it's this one here. So yeah, he's got more information on this link here. So in case anyone else wants to go in this path and help test out the core, we can do this together. I think it's a lot of text for me to absorb right now, but I think the goal is to click on this link to get the download of the core. I've done some of this already, but then I thought maybe I should do this all over again and record it. I think folks like RetroCombs are hoping to make more polished versions of this in time. That'd be great. But this will be a rough as guts version. So yeah, my one's the R3 board. This is build 12. Just to get an idea, this is the release 0.96 branch. And so the builds going on here, this is the current one, build 12. There may be, people give feedback on this one. There might be some more fixes. There might be a build 13 after build 14 and so on. But yeah, right now we're up to build 12. And so yeah, we'll grab this one, this 7-zip file at the top, the build artifacts for build 12. And for the R3 board, that's my board. The newer batches will have this R6 board, I believe. So this download, I've already downloaded it before. Opening it up, there's a folder in there, go in the folder. I'm usually interested in the .bit file or the .core file. I'll just usually drop them into some folder in my system, which I call bit streams. So I keep a collection of these. I've already copied these already, but just so you know where they are. They're these two, I believe, the A936 ones. And then I would usually grab this and then use mega65-ftp to push them over. Which one would I use? I think, no, not that one, sorry. This one, bitstreams, yeah. This one, oh no, I've got too many folders open, sorry. So, like this is the one I would like to copy across to A936. And I'll start the mega65-ftp program. Oops, I remember my FTP version is in the downloads folder, a bit ugly, but anyway, the E, -E, it's not going to work, is it? Because I forgot to press Shift and the pound key. And I've got to remember, you guys can't see that corner, so I should bring things into this corner. So yeah, this should, Shift and pound will make this top left LED flash to say that Ethernet stuff is enabled. I'll try again. Okay, so I think maybe the new style is to put these core files in the core folder, so I'll follow suit. I'll put that new file that we got out of the 7-zip, I'll put that across. Even though I've done it already, I'll just redo it again. But maybe another thing crossed my mind as I was uploading this was that last time I did the stream, I'd already updated slot 0. So then you guys couldn't see the slot 0 to slot 1 transition. Sorry, the 0.95 core to 0.96 core transition. And I noticed that if we go back to the Discord thread, on the Discord thread further down, Ludon provided the older cores. So I thought that was worth downloading. And maybe I can put that back into slot 0. It sounds like maybe an odd thing to do. So I'll wait for that download. Yeah, I already had downloaded that before too. If I open this up, so batch 1 machines had the 0.9 core and batch 2 machines had the 0.95 core. Maybe I'll go for 0.95 for now. And again, I'll just drop that in my bitstreams folder if I can find it. Yeah, drop that there. Okay, did it come across? Yeah, I'll just keep that handy as well. I'll copy that, and in the FTP tool, was it this one? Yeah, I'll put that one as well. Put this 0.95 factory one there too. So maybe if I want to be a real purist, I should put this 0.95 core in my slot 0 and slot 1. Maybe that would be a good thing to do. And then upgrade to, alright, I'll quit that. So that's been copied across. And I'm going to, pardon me, I've exposed the new intro disk stuff, but yeah, that's to be expected. I'm going to do a power off, hold down no scroll key, and power on. That'll get us to the, oh, I can't read any. It's awkward. I want to read if there's any. They're going to go to, oh yeah, it's hard to. Hey, I'll go back to, where was I saying I'd read it? Messages. Too many things to look at. In this channel. Alright, I'll keep that. Alright, no messages, good. Nothing to worry about then. So yeah, the upload was there. Hopefully you guys see what's up here. So I'll press Control and 1 to rewrite this slot 1. And I'll press F3 to load core. And I want to put on it the 0.95 factory core. Yeah, sure. And F8 to flash slots, so Shift and F7. Let it do its thing. Okay. Yeah, sorry, it'll be a little tedious for me and for you to watch these things, I imagine. Yeah, it might be a tedious stream. Probably should start streaming music like Deathy does in the background to make this a bit more entertaining. But not this time. Oh yeah, I could sing. Oh. Alright, so slot 1 is done. That's now on the 0.95 release. And I'll do the same for slot 0 with the mega key and the comma key. Remember, this only works because I've got the newest, 0.96 core in slot 0. You won't get this mega comma in the older one. So I'll type confirm to rewrite this slot 0. I'll press F3 to load a core, and we'll put the older 0.95 factory core in slot 0 as well. Shift and F8 to start flashing it. Okay. I'm really tempted to sing. No. Maybe I should take requests. Alright, it says it's successfully flashed. So I guess maybe we should confirm that in some way. If I power off and hold down no scroll and power on again, and we're back to the old Mega Flash menu system, and there's no longer any of those arrow, like the pointy arrow brackets. We're in the old style circular brackets. So that's good, and we've got the 95 core here. Maybe now what to do next. I guess, let's see, going back to announcements and his release test thread. I remember there was the earlier stuff, the stuff we did earlier of upgrading. Please relate. Oh boy. Yeah, okay. I guess he wants us to read the document on the wiki. I did read some of this before. Yeah, where's a release? I think it is worth reading, but just mentally, I don't know if I can do it right now. I think I did read it a little before. Okay, yeah, I'm starting from 0.94 in slot 0. So I'm just like a batch 2 owner now, I guess. Testing, I don't have to R5. We've got all the files we need, I think. Alright. JTag installation method. I guess we did this last time. And actually, one thing I do want to do is start from a clean SD card. Do I? No, actually I don't, because later on I want the 0.96 core, and then I'll start from a fresh SD card. So we've copied the core file to the SD card for that, the newer 0.96. Then hold down the scroll and power on your mega65. This will get you the good old Mega Flash. Yep, that's your slot 0. Let's first install here. Yep. Flash the release test core file into slot 1. Ah, yeah, that's right. So press Control 1, and this is the old one. Ah, but this one doesn't look into the core, the core folder. Sorry, I'll have to re-upload it outside of the core folder. All right. So back in here. Oops, exit that one. Press Shift and pound key. Oh, that didn't work so well. Ah, is it because it doesn't like the newer ROM? Yeah, that's interesting. That's an interesting conundrum. Well, that might mean that I have to use the older mega65 FTP approach, which is okay. It'll be slower. Because yeah, I guess Ethernet came in a bit for the 0.96 release and was solidified there. I think I'm COM19 with this one. Will this just work? Or is it struggling? Ah, okay. Something else in memory. Override that. Okay, this one still works. So, now which file did I want? Is this, oh, that's the factory one. Now my brain is a mess. So go to the bitstreams thing. Where's the bitstreams? So many things to think about. Bitstreams. I guess it's this one. Yep, it's that one. I'll put this one. Okay. So this is the good old-fashioned way over the JTAG serial adapter, which works in 0.95, but Ethernet doesn't. So yeah, we'll just have to wait a little longer for it to upload 8 megabytes worth. So that's 1 megabyte. Of course, you could take the SD card out and put it into your laptop and copy it that way. But yeah, I just got used to using the FTP tool instead. Yeah, maybe it's good to compare the speed difference now with Ethernet versus the good old serial. So yeah, definitely a big difference. Right, 4 megabytes, that's halfway. 5 megabytes. Probably when it comes to this speed, maybe plugging the SD card out might be easier. But anyway, I'll tolerate it for this time. Alright, almost there. Yay, we're done. Alright, quit that one. Okay, so now power off, no scroll down, power on. Alright, we're in here, so I want to rewrite slot 1, this one here, so I have to hold down control and 1. And now it's on the menu. Back in those days we didn't even have the LFN support. So I'm going to assume it's this one. Alright, okay, off it goes. I mean, usually the last core file you upload will be the last one on the list, because there's no alphabetical order sorting or anything like that. The list you get here is just the list in the sequence which you copied files across onto it. So yeah, it's usually a safe bet to pick the last one, if that's of course what you want. Maybe it's while it's doing this, I'll just check if any. Yeah, visual guide is the way. Don't need the ROM. Yeah, yeah. Okay, sorry, Ladon, yeah. I'll go back to the other channel. What was it called? It's called vids or something. Yeah, that one. Yeah, I'll keep an idea on chat messages in here. But yeah, if Ludon's around, that's good. Okay, so that's done. Release 9.6 is on slot 1. Okay, going back to, we've done copy the core file, we did that. Hold down no scroll, we did that. Flash this 0.96 core to slot 1, we've done that. Start the newly flashed core by pressing 1, followed immediately, this is the critical part, followed immediately by holding down no scroll. So yeah, the idea is that we want to jump into this slot 1 and we quickly want to go into its version of Mega Flash. So yeah, so we do no scroll and maybe just, oh, what do you say? So press the number 1 key, quickly followed by holding down no scroll. So 1, no scroll, and hopefully we catch it. There we go. So now we're in the new 0.96 Mega Flash with the pointy brackets. Okay, thanks for the done. So yeah, okay, we've covered that point now. This is the pathway for those batch 2 and probably batch 1 users. They'll do that trick of press 1, quickly followed by no scroll, and jump into this new Mega Flash. Alright, so we've done this one. and confirm that you are in a new Mega Flash by pressing help and comparing the Mega Flash version with the version of the release test core. So I press help. That number's pretty, yeah, the git hash A93. That sounds like that new 0.96 core. Okay, so I'll just press another key to get out of that. Oops, how do I get out? Press run stop maybe, yeah. Then press mega, so this is that magic shortcut key that permits you to flash slot 0. So mega comma, let's do that. Mega comma, and we get that ominous warning. And I'll type in confirm. Okay, and then I'll load the core, and we get LFN support again. So I'll make use of this. Oh yeah, we can see the core folder once more, and that's the one I want, I believe. Yeah, A936, and we want that in slot 0. So press return and F8. So shift and F7, and that's underway. All right. So we've done this. Oh yeah, we press F3, select the core file again. Yep. F8 start flashing. Okay, and then after this will be done, we'll be have the 0.96 release candidate 1 on both my slot 0 and slot 1. Okay, maybe beyond this, once this is done, I'm keen to be in a position to I want to erase my SD card and start all over, because I want this weekend to sort of test from a clean slate. Anyway, let's see how it goes. Just a reminder that we probably won't touch. Oh, you wanted power off. Well, okay, all right. Lidon wants me to screw up slot 0. Okay, for his sake, I hope I turned it off at the right point. So all right, let's power on again. All right, I'm getting the flashing blue LED lights to say I've screwed up my slot 0. So this is just sort of, I think Lidon's going to walk me through and sort of unbricking process, if you like. So after it chokes on slot 0 for 30 seconds, I think it's going to jump to, hold down no scroll now. Okay, so that when it jumps to slot 1, it'll jump to slot 1's mega flash. Okay, thanks for the reminder. Okay, so when it jumps to slot 1, I've got my no scroll down to get into its newer mega flash. So the idea being, if your slot 0 for whatever reason did choke while it was trying to flash, as long as you've got a valid slot 1, you'll be able to salvage your slot 0 by reflashing it. Okay, still flashing away. Oh, been flashing for quite a while. Oh wow, I think I managed to break it in a live stream. That's nice. All right. So it's not moving on to slot 1. All right. Let me try again. Power off and power on. Get the blue lights. Hold down no scroll straight away. Push bit, yeah, M65. Okay. All right. Guess it's maybe a bit of a worry that it did happen. Okay, we'll recover via our JTAG means. But yeah, that does not bode well for interrupting the flashing of slot 0. But I have this memory like of it. Okay, if I don't hold down the no scroll, will it be any better? I powered off and powered on again. Don't mind waiting extra 30 seconds while I hunt down how I'll do the M65 step again. So was it this one? I'm in bitstream. It's like M65Q or something, isn't it? And then I feed it A93. Oh, that's going to be the bit this time, isn't it? Anyway, won't do it just yet. I'll just give this thing time, 30 seconds or so. Puzzling. You did power off in the very last moment. There is still a short window of opportunity to break it. Perhaps you timed it exactly right. No scroll again. So when I do the M65. Okay. So maybe I just timed my power off at a very unopportune time. Okay, so I'm going to flash this. Sorry, just temporarily push the bitstream with this M65 tool. This needs a JTAG, so that'll go across. I'll hold down the no scroll so that when it finishes, it'll go into the temporary bitstreams mega flash. Alright, you start a bitstream via JTAG. Okay, and from here, I guess we can salvage mega comma. Let's do slot 1 a slot 0 again and repair it. Okay, and maybe I was just really unlucky. Load core. Yep, the 0.961. We want to put that into slot 0. I'm going to press Shift and F8. Oh, please check up is the oops, stop. Alright, okay, alright, just reset that. Alright, let's try again. So we're gonna flash push it across. Yeah, with the no scroll down. Just temporarily. Please check help. Is the 0 entry yellow? I remember seeing something yellow. Yeah, the 0 entry is yellow. Yes. And if what does help key say booted via JTAG. Alright. Did Ludon have something to say about the yellow entry for slot 0? Or should I press on and rewrite it? Okay. Alright. Since I'm not sure, I'm going to do the mega comma thing. And press on. And let's replace slot 0 again. Okay, you just want a confirmation. Okay, no problem. That's the A93. Put that in slot 0. Yellow means empty. Got it. Alright. And then I'll press Shift and F7 for F8. Right, okay. Right. I'll grab some water. Oh, this is doing its thing. Oh, it finished that quickly. Okay, I'll get some water later. Alright, press key. Alright, so we should have a working slot 0 on 0.96 core and a working slot 1 on 0.96 core. Maybe just confirm it. Oh, I can't enter that. Last second when you power. I will try. Okay, alright, I gave you a test case. Alright, so if I power off and with the no scroll power on, if I jump into slot 0, will it work? I'm just going to slot 0. Looks like it. Yeah, that's the one. Let's see on matrix, that's mega and tab to get to matrix mode. And you see there the A936 core is running on slot 0. Okay, so we've got slot 0 and slot 1 updated to the 0.96 core, release candidate 1. So the next thing on my mind is to do the power off and the alt key and power up. And I want to completely erase my SD card. Not that I recommend everybody do this, but I've got a dummy SD card that I'm prepared to erase. So press 2 for the fdisk utility. Alright. And then I'm going to pick the SD card in 0, the internal one. Press 0. And then I have to type delete space. This is all in uppercase, so I'm holding down the shift key. Then return. Delete everything. I populate with yeah, this is why I wanted to delete, because I wanted to get all of these embedded files. It doesn't matter if I pick slot 0 or slot 1. I'm just going to pick slot 0, but yeah, all the embedded files in there and all this sort of ether load. You've got all the thumbs and ROM, no sprite head, whatever audio mix and freezer, they're all there. SD card has been format, and it says copy mega65 ROM and reinsert power cycle, but I'm not going to do that manually. I want to do that via mega65 FTP. So I'm going to power off and power on, and because we don't have the ROM, we should boot into OpenROM. Oh, actually, we boot into onboarding. I'm happy to stick with defaults, to some extent. Actually, while we're here, the tab key to toggle to the power mode. Actually, that's one thing to note, that OpenROM doesn't currently work in NTSC. It gets kind of stuck on boot up. So if you really like OpenROM to start, stick to power for now. I suppose we can fix the OpenROM thing at some stage, but yeah, I stick with it. One thing I noticed when I pick this one, so I pick space, I pick yes, I pick K to keep. I think I'll turn CRT emulation off with C. But testing audio with player tune, I find that yeah, the onboarding audio isn't working, so I can turn the audio up as much as I like. I won't get any audio playing with this one. But if I use the audio jack, the 3.5mm audio jack, I will. Just something, an observation I'll share. That yeah, there's other similar observations I've had, but I can share them later about when audio is missing and when it isn't. So I'm going to save those settings with return. Yeah, please power cycle. Okay, power on again, and it should boot to OpenROM if you chose PAL. Okay, my hope here is that mega65 FTP will work and I can upload the latest ROM, and maybe just I'll do that in the video too, because maybe some people aren't sure how to find the latest ROM. If you go to the mega65 file host, that's files mega65.org. In there, probably best to search for kernel, AL, spelled AL. And out of these, if you're like a registered user, a mega65 owner, then you'll have these visible to you, kernel ROM beta and kernel ROM stable. But if you aren't, then you'll only see these diff files, kernel ROM diff files beta, kernel ROM diff files stable. And there's a whole process to make use of these diff files to get a C65 ROM and attach it with the diff file to turn it into the equivalent of our mega65 ROM. But yeah, for now, I'm going to assume you guys are like the genuine mega65 owners. And by registering, I mean that you'll log in to the mega65, sorry, the file host via this top right corner thing, and get your login details. I think the login, you should have them in. We don't see it. Oh yeah, because of the overlay. Sorry, I'll bring it this way then. Yeah, yeah. So there'll be this icon in the top right with the your avatar icon, and yeah, in the search bar type in kernel, and yeah, if you've logged in, you'll see these two: kernel ROM beta, kernel ROM stable. If you haven't logged in or you don't have a login, yeah, you'll see kernel ROM diff files, beta and stable. For our purposes now, registered users, you'll probably want this kernel ROM beta, and you'll want to grab the latest one, which I believe is the 920.395. To look at a list of all the versions, you can take a look in here, expand this one, and you'll see the current one to 920.395, 920.394, and so on. If you just click download, you grab the latest one, or if you want to get a specific version, you can click one of these icons instead. If you want to sort of to get the version information, Dan has left this link here, so if you really want to know the changes that occurred, you could kind of paste this somewhere in your browser, the change log, and you can start reading out. In this version he fixed the run stop, in this version he did this, and so on and so on. Yeah, but for our needs, yeah, you just want to download the latest the latest beta. Latest beta. So just click download. I've already done this already, but I'll just do it for you guys too, just so you see. I just downloaded it a little earlier. So yeah, my hope is that I can use mega65 FTP to copy this across to the via OpenROM. So I'll just drop that across. I'll get out of bitstreams this time and go mega65 FTP. The Ethernet version should work now because we're on the 0.96 core. All right. Oh, I haven't pressed the shift and pound key here. We get the flashing LED. Let's try again, mega65 FTP. And it didn't work. Sometimes it doesn't work first go for me. I'll try again. Doesn't want to work again. I'm going to reset and try again. I think this happened last time. Maybe I'm going to be lucky on the second time. Don't know why that happened, but anyway. Ah, gonna have to. This time, still no luck. Ah, gee. How about a reset? Alright, it's not happy with me. Power off, power on maybe. Alright, press shift and pound and make it. No, it's still not happy with me. Alright. I could have sworn I had this working before. Alright, maybe instead can I use the old serial comms version. Sure, one of them worked. Let's see if this one works. No, what the? New. Again. Something in memory. That's a shame. It was a lot easier when this worked. Okay, it's not working. Ah. Alright, I'll bite the bullet and I'll copy it across manually. Take the card out. Drop it in. Where is the thingy? Alright. Then hopefully I'll get a D drive to copy it to. Okay, nice and empty one. I copy that there, paste it here, and I'm going to rename it to mega65. Oops, 65.rom. Yep, change it. Okay, eject it out. Yep. Okay, take it out. And oops, daisy. Put it in. Alright, turn it back on. Alright, kind of miss being able to copy it via OpenROM. Not sure why I didn't. Alright, we're here. Yeah, we've got the 395 ROM here. So yeah, this is the kind of position I wanted to be able to be testing in. Latest ROM, latest core. Maybe the other thing I wanted to do was copy all the latest intro disk stuff I've been sort of collating and gathering up. So maybe to kind of, this might be good for other testers as well, so I will go through those steps here. So on the file host again, if we were to search for intro disk, people that have logged in will see this all intro disks private, and if you haven't logged in, you'll see all intro disks public. They're pretty similar. I think the only difference is just GEOS. The GEOS version in private has the applications as well, and the public GEOS only has the top disk and no applications bundled in. So yeah, you only get the applications if you're like a genuine owner. So yeah, I'd go to this one, let's say, and download the latest of these all intro disks, where you'll get intro disk 1, 2, 3 spanning the 3 years. You can click on download. I think it's about 25 megabytes altogether, but it'll come along. And I've done this already, but yeah. So you could either do this via mega65 FTP. I've done it that way before, or you could take the card out and dump the contents in. But maybe just to guide you through there's a README text file that's worth reading first. Like if you, just to warn you, if you're using a pre-existing SD card with your own contents on it, I just hope you back things up first, because this package contains a mega65 D81 file that could overwrite something on your own SD card. And if you've saved, your own basic programs and stuff, you wouldn't want to lose that. So you'd want to back up your own before using this. So maybe do this on like a fresh SD card, I'd suggest, or back up your stuff first. There's some prereqs, yeah. Recommend doing this on 0.96 core or higher. That new ROM that we've got now, and also the LFN support, I recommend turning that on. I think it's turned on by default for batch 3 users, but it won't be for batch 1 and batch 2, so that'd be like an alt and power on, and somewhere in the configure menu you'll get it, although it might be hidden in the new configure menu for batch 3 owners. Configure is 1. Not this one. I'll press right. Oh no, it's in here. Yeah, long file name support is still here. It's default to enabled, but yeah. Yeah, if you're batch 1 and batch 2, yeah, switch that over to enable before you use the new intro disks. Yeah, so we'll get out of that. LFN support there. So there's the steps in here. It's saying copy all the stuff within the SD card files folder. If you go in there, there's all these D81s, all the intro disks are here. 1, 2, and 3. There's like a main menu to choose between the intro disks. That's mega65 D81. That's why it was named that way, so it can be the first thing that loads up, and it lets you pick out of the 3 intro disks. There's also these subfolders for JPEG examples. So don't forget to copy those folders across, and the mods examples. So yeah, as for what we should do this time, should I copy it onto an SD card? You could do it either way. You could use mega65 FTP over Ethernet now, or you could do it on manually For this occasion, which one should I do? Maybe I'll do it manually because it probably will be a tad faster than even Ethernet option. So I'll take the SD card out. Although usually I like to use Ethernet. I'm sorry, mega65 FTP. Put it in again. Anyway, doing it manually is also a good test, just in case in the past there were issues with what do you call it, non-continuous files in sectors and stuff. So I'll open my D drive and I'll basically grab everything in here and just dump it across onto there. Yeah, this will copy fast enough there. Probably this is better for a live stream. Yeah, LFN's now default. Gotcha. Alright, so that's all copied across. Yeah, good stuff. So eject that one. Alright, so take the SD card out, put it back in the machine. Okay. Alright, it's in now. And my hope is that everything's good to go and like ready for testers to test out things. And hopefully audio is fine too. If I pick disk 1, this might be familiar to most of you. You get what you recall from when you first got your machine. Maybe a few items have been added that weren't there before, like we sort of posthumously added them because our menu system wasn't that smart before, and over the years it got a little bit smarter. You know, it learned how to mount disks and things. So there's new stuff like that November demo challenge that's been added, the sprite bit plane demo. There's probably other things my eyes can't see that immediately. With any, I don't think there were any games. Oh no, yeah, Tetris, yeah. Solitaire, that's right. Solitaire was one that used to be on a D81 disk, but now it's on the. I think it's nicer within the menu system, so you know people don't miss it. So I think sometimes people miss the extra D81 disks that came on the SD card, and they only focused on what was on the intro disks. So hopefully this will get them on the. You know, people won't miss these things. I think another highlight was GEOS on number 4 utility. GEOS is added there, and we've got a fix so that you can jump in from the intro disk with GEOS, and it'll jump straight in now. So yeah, definitely testers give that a go. Make sure it works for you, and hopefully it'll boot straight in without any issues. And you know you can jump in and whatever, open up applications. You know, play around with GeoWrite and GeoPaint and have a fiddle. You know, create a new document, type in a name, whatever, fishy, and then press return, and you should be able to fiddle around there and you know change fonts and all the rest, whatever, you know, that sort of thing, and save your work, reload it, and whatever you want to test really. And I mean, it's beta. This thing, it does crash out on certain things. Actually, how do I exit this? Preference menu. Maybe I could just go preference. Oh no. Oh, see, I can't remember how to exit GeoWrite. Oh, maybe it's on. Oh no, I've lost my mouse. I don't know why. But anyway, it doesn't matter. That's the sort of thing you can test now, and hopefully pressing the reset button will get you back to the main menu, and you can whatever continue to pick that disk or jump to another disk. So that's disk 2. That's in there. People from last year probably remember these sorts of things. I don't think I've tweaked this all that much. This is pretty much the same. And disk 3 is the new one, intro disk 3. And that's got, yep. And yeah, this will be all the new stuff from last year. Some things are in sub menus now, so if you want to look at all the bad Apple ones, you know, press 1 and all the various bad Apple things are in there. I think I did something similar for the tools on 3. So you see, I grouped some mega assembler things together, some TCC things together. So mega assembler, they grouped together. TCC to all these things are grouped. Some of these are like loading up examples, just auto-loading the example and just letting you, whatever, F5 to build them, F7 to run them, sort of stuff. So if I press 4, let's say it'll auto-load the Coffee 6 example, just press F5 to build, F7 to run. Yeah, so hopefully it's a nice and accessible, and yeah, let us know what things work, what things don't with the 0.96 core and the latest ROM. And yeah, okay, I think I'll leave it at that, and that'll be my homework for the weekend too. I'll go through it all. All right, I'll close up.